What is going on, everybody? I go by the name of Kari, and I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on SneakerPhetish. 16 years ago, on September 23rd, 2006, the Green Bean Air Jordan 5 dropped. And even though it was an interesting color that was met with some mixed reviews, it ended up becoming the thing of grail for a lot of sneakerheads from back in the day. Today, we're taking a look at the relaunch, the re-release of that classic sneaker, and it makes me have a lot of thoughts, both nostalgic and a little worryful. Without further ado, let's get into it. Boom. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 2022 Air Jordan 5 Green Bean. First impressions on these, I'm sorry guys, I like these. I know, first of all, that I'm super late to the review, so a lot of people probably aren't even gonna watch this, but that's a good thing because that means that those of you who are watching it, we can kind of talk our talk a little bit more because the masses probably aren't watching it at this point. But honestly, I like these. Now, for me, there's some nostalgia in here. We're gonna get to that right after we take a little deeper look at the shoe. So let's dive in. All right, starting with the upper of the shoe. The classic thing about this sneaker, of course, is the fact that this shoe is an all 3M upper. I actually thought about, should we just do the video like this in the dark here with the light on so that you guys can see the all 3M upper? I mean, this sneaker, it's true to its 2006 counterpart. This thing is all 3M. You're not getting away from anybody that you're trying to run away from with a pair of these on. I can guarantee you that. But yet again, true to its form, all 3M upper on this shoe. Now, once you get past that, of course, you have the accents of the darker gray, kind of the charcoal gray hits on the midsole and on the eyelets of the shoe as well, going all the way down. Taking a top down look at the shoe, of course, that's when you start to see these green bean elements. You see the green on the Dubre here, the little lace lock here. You see the green on the Jumpman, on the tongue. Of course, you have the classic green all along the internal lining, the sock liner of the shoe, down inside of the shoe as well, and of course on the back of the tongue. Speaking of the back of the tongue, of course, white and green tongue tag here, Air Jordan. Moving back to the midsole of the shoe as well, you have the green teeth as well, both on the lateral and the medial side. Moving around to the heel, classic green stitch Jumpman on the heel as well. Classic Green Bean 5 outsole with the semi-translucent icy blue outsole with the green Jumpman in the forefront of the foot. And on the insole, this classic gray insole with the green Jumpman on the heel. Last thing about this shoe here, of course, special edition box, but not just is it a special edition box here, I really like the element of them kind of texturing this here. You can kind of hear when I scratch across the box like that, that this isn't just a smooth box here. I like how they kind of textured the box. It's a small touch, but I thought it was a really dope one. And that's pretty much it when it comes to the 2022 Air Jordan 5 Green Bean. Again, it's a super simple shoe, just like it was a super simple shoe back in the day, but that's not really, I think, what this shoe was about. What this shoe really was about was the resurgence of a time of nostalgia. Jordan has really been pressing nostalgia as part of their marketing plan with some of the drops that we've been getting lately. And the Green Bean 5, I definitely think, played directly into that. Now, as I mentioned before, this was a lot of people's grails. Like, a lot of people were super excited with the Green Bean 5s coming back out, and unfortunately it has been met with mixed reactions, but I think that that has a lot to do with the times that we're in now as well. It's hard for Jordan Brand to keep up with the changing times, but to also make sure that we pay homage to the nostalgia of yesteryear, when it's been a long time since we were listening to Deja Vu by Beyonce, or we were riding dirty with Chameleonaire, or Chris Brown was running it, or whatever else was going on back then. By the way, all those songs literally came out in 2006. That just lets you know how long ago it was. As a matter of fact, there were two artists that made their debut in 2006. One was a rapper from Miami named Rick Ross. He had a song called Hustlin', and then the other one was this rapper from Atlanta named Young Jock, and he had a song called It's Going Down. This was the lean with it, rock with it era. This was the snap music era, and these shoes with the crazy outfits that we used to wear with these loud colors back in the day played directly into that. The problem is that those days are behind us. The fashion is behind us. We're not wearing the same stuff we used to wear. Things are different. Fashion's different. Sneakers are different. We've kind of elevated and grown a bit. And now the newer generation of sneakerheads, a lot of you guys who may be watching this, really don't understand what place the Green Bean 5 has. Again, 16 years ago, a lot of y'all might have been very young, if born at all, when this sneaker originally came out. So I found myself kind of frustrated when I was scrolling on YouTube and looking at videos about the Green Beans, and it had everything to do with resale and what these sneakers are worth and stuff like that, just taking the sneaker for what it is. And I guess this is just where we are. These sneakers are a reminder that we're not where we used to be in sneakers anymore. People don't really care primarily about wearing the shoe and just rocking it with an outfit. Now everything boils down to how much money is this worth? How much bread can I get out of this on the resale market? How much hype does the sneaker have behind it? Is it a collaboration? If not, it's a general release. If it's a general release, I already don't want it, which tends to be kind of the atmosphere out here. And my job that I try to do on this channel is to bridge that gap between what's hot of today and why these sneakers matter and why the brands are bringing back these sneakers that were a big deal back in the day. If you guys weren't there, y'all missed out on quite an era. And I would encourage you guys to go back and look at some of your favorite YouTubers' reviews on these, because back before Bullet RC was who he was, or Tony D was who he was, or anybody really was who they were, they had small channels and they were just trying to get it out of the mud, and it came from doing reviews on sneakers like the Green Bean 5s. This speaks to a humble time, and honestly, it speaks to a more fun time in sneakers. Now, sneakers don't really feel as fun as they used to. I mean, I love them, and we're gonna continue talking about them and showing you guys what's going on. But I'd be lying if I told you guys that sneakers are just as fun as they used to be back in the day when resale price was literally just lunch money on a shoe. These cost $135. You could probably give somebody $160, maybe $175 if they were taxing, and you could walk home with these sneakers at the end of the day. Now, people are gonna want $300 for this shoe for no reason. But of course, this sneaker doesn't have that kind of resale value on it, but you get my point. Times have changed, and I think that Jordan Brand sees that in this shoe. Now, quality-wise, I think the quality is on point. I will caution you guys, wearing a shoe with an all 3M upper is going to have consequences. These are going to crease like crazy. And I have seen a lot of people talk about the fact that they don't like the materials and it just doesn't really hold up shape-wise or quality-wise with the 2006 release. I understand that as well. They 2022 this sneaker, as the brand tends to do to other shoes. But for me, they were still worth the pickup, like I said, for no other reason than the 2006 pairs are pretty much not even wearable at this point, and it really does give me back that sense of nostalgia, and it really does give me a chance to own something that I wasn't able to afford to own back in 2006. So here we are, the Green Bean 5s. Are they worth the pickup? I think that they are. I know a lot of you guys didn't pick them up, and I would like to know why. Now it's time for you guys to sound up down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about the 2022 Green Bean 5s. Were these a pickup for you, or did you leave these on the shelves like it seems like a lot of other people did? Maybe these were a hard pass. I'd love to know why they were a hard pass if they were to you. Sound up down below. Let me know. Of course, right down in the comments, make sure that you click on that subscribe button so we can welcome you into the Sneaker Fetish family, to make sure you don't miss out on any more heat that comes through like these, because I guarantee you I got a lot more heat on the way. As always, I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on Sneaker Phetish, taking a look at these with me, unboxing them with me for a couple of minutes. I go by the name of Kari. This is the 2022 Air Jordan 5 Green Bean, and until next time, I'm out.